two of your favorite works? Or, you know...
I can actually. Don't worry, it's not that hard.
Okay.
One in Ikoyi in Reviewed, because I absolutely love the client. And I'm going to give her this interview when it comes out. She knows I love her.
Right.
And because she allowed me to do what we wanted to do.
Right.
And it's shown. I mean, people have come from outside the country and they featured the building in Germany's leading architectural journal and everything, because she allowed, she's not one of those clients who think that because they live in a building they can design. You know, everybody thinks that. And I say, but you don't do that with your doctor. You live in your body, but you let a doctor practice on you.
Preach.
Yes. So why, when it comes to the architect, why don't you let us pass through there? We can pass through there, you can do the window. I don't work with such clients, I'm sorry.
Right.
I midwife your ideas, but I bring the best of you. I'm here to enhance you. So there's one at Reviewed. Absolutely, I love that. And then AD Studio, why? I just did what I wanted to do. And everything has a meaning and a reason. The conversation the pit there where I think it has a reason. There's a glass bridge to the conference room. Why? Because when you're on glass, you become tentative. So when you're passing that bridge and you're coming to meet me in the conference room, you catch yourself and think, what do I want to go tell her? Yeah. So you don't come there and say nonsense.
Right. So that's the thing about this architecture, about design. You know, it's not just what people see, it's how people feel.
That is for when a good architect has worked on it. In this society, with all humility, and I love my country. You know I love it, I'm here. I gave up all kinds of residencies to be here. I love Nigeria, I really do, I'm patriotic. But the problem is we are not really practicing architecture to a large degree. It's more a pseudo-engineering. It's more buildings that are functional, that house people, that house functions. It's not about the art. So we see architecture as a science, but not an art. Yes. And it's actually the interface between science and art. It is functional art. It is art to live in. It is three-dimensional art. And when I practice it, it is fourth-dimensional art. Because there's a fourth dimension to my architecture.
Right. What's that dimension?
It's time. It's time.
I mean, I feel like we're going deep there, but explain that to me. I'm curious about that.
Time. So my buildings change through time, for instance. So if you've been shooting here, it changes what you do. Yeah, exactly. The light changes from morning till evening. When you shot in the reception, you may have noticed the light from the window that came, the grilled, which are designed, by the way, it's warm light. The light that comes from the skylight is cold light. So you see, the cameraman,
the camera crew is nodding their heads.
Nodding. So I have two different, lights coming at different times. So there's a diurnal part to my buildings and there's a nocturnal part. And then as you proceed through them, there is a progression, a promenade. There is something, they unfold through time and space. There are vistas that, you see different things as you come in and as you proceed through. So the fourth dimension is time. Static time. Well, I remain static and the day changes around me, and dynamic time as I progress through the building. So there's thought. I don't draw a line without a reason, which is why the buildings are emotive. They touch your soul. You see, you're smiling. There's something, and it's not to do with education or exposure. I get the same response from everybody in all my buildings. They go,